$3.
What? Go to the live stream pool right here. Thank y'all for the likes, everybody. Thanks for the hot cocoa. That's pretty funny. Fix that glare for y'all so it's not as much glare. Hey everybody. Hey Richard, Carter. Hey y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for the little gift things, y'all. I don't ever get that, so thank y'all. Or very, very rarely do I ever get anything like that. Scott Rossman. So, Carter, I'm actually a fishing guide down here in Louisiana. I'm a fishing guide for redfish and all that. If you check out my channel, you'll see a whole bunch of videos, fishing videos on my channel. So far, I'm off tomorrow, so I'm actually going to try to go fishing by myself and get to fish a little bit. You're an arm. Oh, Tennessee, gotcha. I get a lot of people from Tennessee down here all the time fishing. For the arm thing. I'm not sure what that means, the arm thing. So I'm tying, these are redfish flies. You know, we use them for catching redfish down here in Louisiana. What's up, Ed? Oh, wait, who was that? Gracie. Gotcha. Great. Somebody called me uncle, so I don't know if that's actually my nephew or who that is. I was the one that never. Oh. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all for watching, everybody. I'm just twisting some flies, some people call it. Oh, gotcha. Well, my nephew gets on here a lot, but sometimes he changes his screen name, so I don't ever know if it's him or not, honestly. But I do, yeah, Carter. I do remember you saying you never caught a fish. I remember that now. Thank y'all for watching, everybody. I've been wanting to try tie flies all day long, and I finally get a chance to. Thank y'all. Thank you, Carter. Yeah, everybody, please hit that like button and subscribe. Help me out. Thank y'all, everybody. Thank y'all. Time flies. Says you can't tie no fly. Let me hop back over there and tell. Oh man. I mean, I didn't say I was a professional tie or fly tyer now. I mean, we catch the heck out of fish all the time on it, but all right, thank you, Carter. Yeah, I'm fishing tomorrow. Probably by myself, I guess. I'll probably go live. I'll probably live stream the fishing trip tomorrow. So if y'all ain't doing nothing in the middle of the day and y'all tune in, y'all might can see some live fly fishing tomorrow. As long as I got signal, I'll be going live. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Touchdown. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I was gonna say I never said I was a professional at it. I just said I'm doing it. Crap! I just make this stuff up as I go along most of the time. I didn't say I was good at it. Yeah, I mean, maybe I could do some videos on how to tie. I'm not really a pro tyer. I mean, I do okay. We catch fish on them, but it's not like I've been tying for 40 years or something. This is the current box I'm working on, y'all. These right here. So, currently working on this box. But I got 3 boxes of flies in my boat, y'all. So I'm always tying flies. Just a quick little about to tie some more though. Where did I put my hooks at? You making fishing hooks? I am making fishing flies. I got some hooks right here, but I am making fishing flies. So take a hook. Put the hook on there and take the thread. Do a little thread base right behind the eye. Little thread base right there. Take a lead eye right here. Get a couple of wraps to get it started. A couple of wraps in the opposite direction, kind of get it started on there. Then you want to make sure it's kind of 90 degrees with the hook, you know. Caught a Sika off the coast of Lake Isabella. That's a cool name for a lake, Isabella. That lake had to be named a long time ago. Like, Isabella, come home, it's time to eat. You know, that lake's an old lake if it's called Lake Isabella. All right, after I put the eye on there, I'm just going to run a thread base down the hook. Oh, thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, thank you. Now I'm going to throw some glue on this thread right here where I put the eyes on. This glue dries with an ultraviolet light. So just hit it with the ultraviolet light and it dries within a few seconds. Glue's already dry. I'm just going to tie a fly just like the one I just tied, just so I've got a couple of consistent. But we're going to take some rabbit, some barred rabbit right here. Cut off a piece of this barred rabbit. It comes in all different colors. Just kind of lay that over the hook. And then we got that on there. Now we're going to take some of this flashing right here. This is like a pink flashing. Just to add a little color. And we'll just throw this pink flashing on here. I just kind of wrap it around my thread like that. Get a couple of wraps to get it started. See, I'm holding it up. And now I'll pull it down parallel with the rest of the tail and go ahead and wrap it up. So it kind of stays, you know, it's running parallel with the tail. And I'm going to do the same thing with some chartreuse. You know what they say when you're fishing? If it ain't chartreuse, it ain't no use. So I'm going to put a little chartreuse on there. So we'll grab some chartreuse right here. Run that chartreuse down. So there, now we got a little chartreuse and a little pink flashing on the tail. All that'll flow backwards when you're stripping it through the water. All right, just for the heck of it, have I gotten a lot of fish with those? Yeah, so Nicholas, I'm a fishing guide down here in Louisiana. So I take people fishing for a living. That's what I do. So yeah, we throw my flies all the time. That's what a lot of my clients, when they come down, they use my flies. All right, y'all, we're going to grab some easy shrimp eyes right here. This is what they look like. Just a little easy shrimp eye. And I'll turn the fly over, and I'm basically going to split the hook in half with the shrimp eye. So I just lay that over on the hook and get some wraps. And then what I do, that's on there, but what I do, I always take a little bit of glue. Throw a little glue on there. Just to help hold that on there. Hit it with the ultraviolet light. Don't be shining yourself in the eyeballs and everything, thinking it looks cool. All right. Now we'll take, this is a minnow head brush. So this has a wire that goes down through the middle of it. But we don't need all this, so we'll cut some of this off. Your scissors is a wire, it's a thin wire, so you know your scissors will cut it. And we'll kind of lay this over on the hook and get it started. So we just kind of get that started. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the chat. Shooting said, do I like the NFL? I go to some games because I got a buddy that gets free tickets a lot, but honestly, I don't pay a lot of attention. I'm usually fishing too much. And then Eli said he killed his first buck. That is awesome. I remember my first buck. My first buck was actually kind of small. I think my first buck was like a It was technically a spike, but he had like some long spikes. That was my first buck. We call them a cow horn spike, where they got bigger spikes. But then my first decent buck was a 6 pointer, and then after that, it was mostly bigger bucks. But yeah, I still remember my first buck. I think I was probably let's see, how old was I? Probably 11 years old. I was 11 or 12, I think. I don't really hunt that much nowadays, y'all. In fact, I haven't hunted in years. I mean, pretty much all I do now is fish. Um, hey Bobby. Yeah, I got to fish Sunday. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm gonna go fishing probably by myself tomorrow, and then uh let's see. I was supposed to fish today, but my truck messed up. They fixed it today, but I had to reschedule a trip. I was supposed to fish today. But this time of year, I fish a lot, almost every day. Um, a 19-pound bass. That is a monster. That's only about, let's see, 21, 2, 3. That's maybe 4 pounds off the world record, something like that. Oh, 10 pound. Okay. That's more doable. Yeah. Um, yeah, Bobby, that's where I fish out of, man. I base out of Port Sulphur. So so far, I think so far next weekend I'm not booked. I think I'm booked all week long. And I think so far I'm not booked on the weekend. Tarpon. No, redfish. I'm doing redfish flies. I mean, I'm sure you can catch tarpon on these, but this is I tied them for redfish. Camp on Happy Jack. Yeah. Yeah, I know I got one of my clients is staying in Happy Jack this week. I got to pick them up at the dock. They're staying in Happy Jack. All right, y'all. I'm gonna tie something similar to this one next, but just a little bit different. I'll tie something a little bit different so y'all don't get bored of me tying the same thing all the time. Just an easy little white, mostly white fly, y'all. Great for redfish. All right, I'm gonna tie something a little bit different, similar, but a little different, y'all. Just so y'all don't get tired of me tying the same thing. Well, that's awesome, Bobby. That is awesome. I grew up in Georgia, but I've been fishing down here a long time. So I guide down here, but technically I'm from Georgia. But I just been fishing down here a long time. I'm just putting up a couple of things that we don't need, y'all, and I'll tie something a little different. Kind of the same, but a little different. I'm just getting out some different stuff real quick, y'all. Give me just 1 second, y'all. I'm just swapping out supplies. Almost done. I'm just swapping out stuff, y'all, because if I don't want to have a desk full of stuff, you know. Almost ready. I think this is probably pretty good. Let me see. Yeah, I think we're good. Let him up there, please. All right, here we go, y'all. Let's tie some more flies. Trying to find where I laid my hooks. There they are. Yeah, tomorrow morning is going to be foggy, but it's good winds tomorrow, and honestly, it's probably been close to 2 months since I got to fish, and actually me fish, because I've been taking clients. So it's been a couple months since I got to catch one on a fly rod. So I'm gonna go tomorrow so I get to fish. It's been too long, man. I gotta fish. All right, here we go, y'all. We'll tie something a little different. We're gonna throw some pink eyes on this one, y'all. All right, so these are large sized pink eyes. We'll get a couple of wraps to get it started. A couple of wraps in the opposite direction just to kind of get it on the hook. And then, before I start wrapping it, I just kind of want to make sure everything's lined up with it. I'm going to swap the music up just a little bit, y'all. Hold on. Let's throw some different music on. Let's throw some Christmas trapping on there, y'all. Then after I get the lead eye lined up pretty good, I go ahead and wrap it up. After I do my cross wraps, I do like some helicopter wraps or whatever you want to call it to tighten those up. Then go ahead and run a thread base down the hook. Today's your birthday. Awesome, Chris. Well, happy birthday. I don't look forward to birthdays anymore. Well, it's not that. I mean, I guess I don't look. It's not that I don't look forward to. I just don't look forward to getting older. You know what I mean? At 11 years old, I gotta say, I was not thinking about a phone at all. At 11 years old, I was too busy running around in the woods and hunting and fishing, and didn't care about a phone at all. All right, I'm gonna grab a pink bucktail right here. It's cool, y'all. Emma, chill out. Dog's over there licking herself, man. To me, it gets a little annoying after they sit there licking themselves. All right, we put a pink tail on this one. I'm gonna throw some black stripes on it, just to break that up a little bit. All right, I'm gonna throw some pink flashing on there. All right, some pink flashing on the pink tail. Now I'm going to let's see. Well, just everybody has a birthday, huh? Well, happy birthday to everybody. I'm just grabbing some supplies, y'all. I'm gonna put a little bit of pearl on this pink. So just taking some pearl. Hey, look at Emma's inside of her leg.
Come here, Emma.
All right, just added some pearl on that. If I can find it, y'all, I'm gonna put a pink. Yeah, I got it right here. Nice rooster tail. Thank y'all. Thank y'all, everybody. Thank y'all. Gonna grab some marabou. Y'all, marabou is like sometimes such a pain to get the perfect marabou, but that's gonna be alright, I think. Alright, got a little marabou feather. Really help give that fly some flow. How much is my heaviest largemouth? Yeah. So I grew up bass fishing, y'all. The biggest one I ever caught, I've caught a few in an 8 and a 9 pound range. My biggest one in a tournament was 8.01. I used to fish a lot of tournaments, but nowadays I just guide. I used to fish tournaments almost every weekend during the busy season, but nowadays I just guide, y'all. In fact, this is some spinnerbait type skirt right here. If you look at my channel, my YouTube channel, you'll find some bass fishing videos on there, y'all. I don't just tie flies. I got hundreds of fishing videos on my channel. I don't just tie flies, y'all. All right. I'm gonna grab some feathers right here. There's one. There's two. All right, so there's two pink feathers. Now I'm gonna grab some white ones. How long have I been fishing? Golly. I mean, I've been fishing my whole life. Grew up fishing. Yeah. My dad's side of the family has always fished. Like, even all the women on my dad's side of the family always fish. Like my grandmother, my aunts, you know. So my whole dad's side of the family has always fished a lot. My dad is actually in the American Bass Anglers Hall of Fame. You know, my dad got in the Hall of Fame in 2017, in the American Bass Anglers Hall of Fame, for being one of the highest money winners. So, all right, y'all. So I'm taking a pink and a white fly, and I'm putting them together. So I got a pink and a white fly kind of together right there, and a pink and white fly together right here. Now I don't need all this. I'm gonna cut some of this off. All right, so I cut some of that off. Now I'm gonna take these and put them on each side of the fly. And just kind of get them started on there. And after I get started on there, I'll cut this excess off because I know it looks bad right now. All right, after I cut that excess off, I'll go ahead and wrap it up. So it's starting to come along. And you'll see. Let's see. Jumping off, maybe I'll see you on the water. Yeah, there you go, man. There you go, Bobby. I stop at Captain Larry's all the time, man. That's like 4 miles from down the street. All right, let's see. Add a little bit of color to this right here. Sorry, y'all. I thought I had my phone. All right. Actually, I'm going to grab a different color. All right, I'm going to grab a different color pink for my front feather. Get that started. Then we'll wrap this up. All right. What's the biggest fish I've ever caught? I bet you on almost every one of my live streams somebody asked me that. Probably a Jack Crevalle, but I've caught a bunch of those. But I'm guessing it was probably a Jack Crevalle. I mean, I don't know, either that or a cobia. But probably either a Jack Crevalle or a cobia is probably the biggest fish I ever caught. But I bet somebody asked me that almost every stream. What's the biggest fish? Sorry, y'all. I'm just grabbing some materials right here. I'm gonna take some deer belly right here. Have I ever got hooked by a lure while making one? Just kind of poked a little bit, but I've got hooked, you know, with the barb and everything a few times, you know, while fishing. There's a way to get it out. I mean, it's hard to explain over here, but you can get the lure out. I have a video. If you look at my channel and look under YouTube Shorts, I have a video with one of my clients. He got hooked. So you can watch that video, and you can see how we got the hook out. Can I do a black and purple next? Yeah. Let's see. My dad's gotten a hook in his ear. My friend's dad was fishing. And a shark hook in his calf. Good grief. That would not feel good. We're almost done with this one, y'all. I gotta tie it off and then we'll trim it up. And when you trim this fly up, that's when it really comes to life. Let's see, what's it say? What store? Baits. Not that I know of. But that would be a cool store, wouldn't it? Baits Bait Shop? That'd be a cool name. Alright, y'all, this is what it looks like before we trim it. I'm about to trim it up, though. But that's what it looks like before we trim it. Now we'll do some trimming. Do some trimming on it, make it look better. Alright, back here where the tail is, that'll work just like it is, but I'm going to trim some of that off. So I just kind of pull it all up. Let me trim a little of this pink right here. There you go, y'all. What's it supposed to look like? I have no idea. But the fish will eat it though. Alright, y'all. Can I make a bumblebee colored one? Somebody just asked me to do a black and purple right before that. So let me do a black and purple. A moth, maybe. I'm pretty sure I've got the stuff to do. I'm pretty sure I got the stuff to do some yellow ones. Somebody just requested a different color though. Somebody asked me to do a black and purple, y'all, which don't take me very long. Do I hunt deer? I used to hunt. I grew up hunting. I've hunted a lot. I've taken a lot of deer, but nowadays I pretty much just fish. If somebody wants me to do a black and purple, we can knock out a black and purple, y'all. I'm just cleaning up some of the stuff we don't need, and then we will do a black and purple. Can't go wrong with black and purple. It's probably one of the #1 colors. All right, y'all. Black and purple coming up. In fact, I think I just bought some new purple eyes today. Yeah, I got some new purple eyes right here, y'all. Just grabbing my supplies to do a black and purple, and we will do a black and purple. Almost ready, y'all. Black and purple fly coming up. All right, here we go. Black and purple. Sorry, y'all. I had to get everything together. Freshwater or saltwater fishing? I do both, but I guide for saltwater. Somebody's asking if they can be a mod. I've got a couple of mods right now. What's my biggest buck? I've had 2 10-pointers. I've had 2 10-pointers were my 2 biggest bucks. Um, one of them was actually, both of them were kind of cool. I mean, the way they were taken. One of them I took. He was let's see, my first 10-pointer. I was hunting some hardwoods on a fence line overlooking some cut land, where they went through and cut the land and it started growing back up. It's kind of thick. So I was hunting that, and I can tell y'all the story while I'm changing out thread. So I was hunting some hardwoods overlooking some cut land, and I hadn't been in my stand very long, and I hit my grunt call, and the deer came running up the fence line and stopped right up under the tree, but I couldn't quite see him. I was sitting in a huge oak tree, and I couldn't quite see the whole thing, so I kind of had to wait for him to step out from under the tree just a little bit, and I shot. And he didn't run very far. And then my second 10-pointer, it was early in the morning. It was during the rut, and I think it was like the third week of gun season. This is all in Georgia, by the way. It was like the third week of gun season, and during the rut, and I was hunting like some mixed woods. It had some hardwoods with some pines and stuff in it, and the deer came walking up from a creek bottom, and he stopped and rubbed a tree. You know what I mean? Like, he rubbed a tree, and I'm threading up a bobbin, y'all. And after he rubbed the tree, he turned and quartered away from me, and I got him when he quartered away from me. But that's my two biggest bucks. I had two 10-pointers. It's 10 o'clock. All right, y'all. Let's do a black and purple. Someone asked about a black and purple. So let's knock out a black and purple. But nowadays, y'all, I'm a live and let live kind of person. I don't really hunt no more. Do I sell flies? Yes. If you go to my website, LouisianaOnTheFly.com, I got flies on there. If you got any special requests, colors, whatever, you can just let me know. I mean, these are just some of them, y'all. This right here is just another box I'm putting together right now. But I tie flies all the time. I got 3 boxes of flies on my boat currently, and all my guide buddies are always grabbing my flies and stuff. There you go, kickers and stickers. Yeah, I grew up hunting. I used to hunt all the time, like opening morning, deer season. Because bow hunting was always my favorite. But opening morning of deer season, I was ready to roll, man. I used to hunt all the time. But nowadays I guide, y'all, and the busy season for the fishing is during deer season. So my busy season for my guiding, y'all, is during the fall and winter time. Because down here in Louisiana, the fall and winter, the fishing is just outstanding. So during the fall and winter, I am busy. And if y'all check out my channel, I've got over 600 videos on my channel, y'all, and most of it's fishing videos. So y'all should check out my channel. What was my worst snag and how much did it cost you? You must have known somebody that just fished with me this past weekend. Is that what it is? Do you know who? Are you the person just fishing me this? No. This past week. Well, I mean, I've had 4 fly rods broken now, but they all get replaced. Orvis has a 25-year warranty, so if you break a rod, they replace it. But this past week, I had a client accidentally. I think he was hung on some oysters on the bottom, and he was trying to. He grabbed the fly line, but he grabbed it right at the rod tip, and he was trying to get the fly to come off, and it accidentally broke the tip of the rod. But Orvis is really good about replacing it. In fact, I've already got my replacement part already. If the whole rod breaks, they'll send it to you. But if it's just a part of the rod, they send you the part. And I got it already. They've already sent it to me, so. All right, y'all, we're doing a black and purple. Somebody requested a black and purple. All right, y'all, so this is a purple bucktail. You can only get these in San Francisco. So we're going to put a purple bucktail on there. Straight from Cali. All right, we got some purple bucktail. Lay that over on the fly. First, I'm going to loosely wrap it to get it started. And then I'm going to go back and wrap it up tight. All right. I mean, you're in Louisiana. I'm pretty sure you're fishing all around here. Yeah, so the fishing is good all year round. The summer, the charters slow down. I guess because it's so hot, maybe, but the charter fishing slows down, although the fishing is still really good. So I'll go in the summer. Even if I'm not booked, I'll go and smoke them, you know. I've got 2 boats. I do fly fishing and spinning rod fishing. So in the summer, I'll take the bigger boat and do like more red snapper and more offshore stuff in the summertime. But fall and winter, I'm mostly inshore fly fishing. All right, y'all, so I'm going to take some chartreuse and put it on the tail. Just add a little color to it. All right. Now I'm going to take some purple flashing. And add some purple shiny to that honey right there. All right, a little bit of shiny. Now to top that off, I'm gonna add a little bit of gold. Any comments I haven't missed? Nope. Now we're gonna add some gold shiny to the honey. You know how it is with fishing. You can't go wrong with gold. All right, y'all. All right. This fly is gonna be pretty simple. I'm gonna take some purple minnow head brush right here. Just a very simple fly. Just getting that started. Let's see. Just caught a beautiful rainbow trout on the fly today. That is awesome, Joshua. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, during the summer, the charters slow down some. This summer, I'm probably going to guide some other places also. I'm still going to do some trips down here in Louisiana because I've already got some stuff booked this summer. But I'm going to run some charters in some different areas also just to stay busy. Thank y'all for watching, everybody. If y'all say something crazy on here, YouTube's just going to block it. I'm not going to see it. So just letting you know, if y'all say something that you shouldn't be saying, YouTube will block it automatically. So try to keep all the chat nice and cool, you know. All right. I bought some new black fur today that I'm going to throw right here, y'all. Oh, thank you, Joshua. I did just buy some new black fur today, though, that I want to try. Have I ever used a bait caster? All the time. So I grew up bass fishing, y'all. So I grew up bass fishing in Georgia. So yeah, I've definitely used a bait caster. I used to fish bass tournaments almost every weekend. You know, I would get online. I'm just taking. I'm getting some. I'm getting a chunk of black hair, y'all. So I would get online and I would find a tournament to fish somewhere almost every weekend. So yeah, I used to fish a lot of tournaments. But with my guiding, I stay so busy guiding that I don't really get to fish tournaments anymore. So this, y'all, this is black deer hair. This is a little stiffer. So what you do when I set it on the fly, I'm gonna wrap it one time kind of loosely, and when I wrap it again, I let go of the hair, and it spikes the hair out. It makes him look like a little punk rocker, basically. Like, you know, he looks like he's listening to Blink 182 or something. So I let go, and it spikes it out. You'll see. Watch. You'll see. So I kind of got it sitting there. I'm going to do a loose wrap, and then the second time I'm going to let go of it and hit it with a tighter wrap. Now we're going to trim all this up, y'all. You could probably leave it like that, and it would probably work, but we're going to trim it up because right now, you know, right now he looks like a Fraggle Rock. Y'all remember that TV show? Down at Fraggle Rock. You know, that's what he looks like right now, is a Fraggle Rock. But we're about to trim it up. All right, we're going to tie this off. I got a couple of rebel hairs on there I had to cut off before I can tie it off. All right, we're going to tie this off real quick, y'all. All right, now we're going to throw some glue around that thread. Keep that thread from messing up. Hit it with an ultraviolet light. All right, now I'll trim the stuff off the fly to make it not so crazy looking. I'm still leave a little craziness, but not not quite that much. That looks pretty good, y'all. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Yes, Chaz, for fly fishing. I think we're gonna leave that one like that, y'all. Looks pretty good. All right, y'all. It's about 10:15. I think that's gonna be it. Oh, so what's my what is my highest priced? What is my highest priced on the flyer? So my fly fishing trips, you mean? They're on my website, but I don't have I got a set price for my fly fishing. It's on my website. If you go to LouisianaOnTheFly.com, my teacher does fly fishing Monday and Friday. So he guides fly fishing. Yeah, that's cool. That's what I do. I'm a guide. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm actually gonna get to go fishing, and I'll get to fish, which is cool. But all right, y'all. I will show y'all what we tied tonight, and then that's probably gonna be it because I'm getting a little tired, and I have to. I'm gonna get up early and go fishing. So, we tied 2 like white flies, y'all. Tied 2 of those. We tied 1 pink and white down here for these redfish. Can't really go wrong with a pink and white fly, so we did that. Oh, thank you, Chad. And then we had a request for a black and purple, so there's a black and purple. I threw a little bit of chartreuse and some gold and purple flashing on the tail, some purple minnow head brush, and then some black deer hair right here around the front to kind of, give it that punk rock kind of feel. That's about it, y'all. If y'all check my channel out, I got like 600 videos on my channel, y'all, and most of it's fishing. So if you want to see some really big fish being caught, check my channel out. Looks drunk. That's hilarious. So this is the box I'm currently working on, everybody. I'm probably, when I get this box done, I'm probably just going to sell the box off as a whole. That way, somebody, if they're coming down here to Louisiana or whatever, they'll be ready to fish. They'll be ready to rock and roll when they get here. Thank you, Love Hunting. I love hunting. Thank you. But thank y'all for watching, everybody. That's gonna be it. I know some of y'all just got on here, but it's almost 10:20 here in Louisiana. I'm gonna fish tomorrow. I'll be filming for YouTube tomorrow. I've still got about 4 videos worth of footage I gotta get edited. I do all my own editing, so I gotta get everything edited. I got about 4 videos, but if you look on my channel, I do have a video that just came out about a week or 2 ago, fishing video. But thank y'all for watching, everybody. Thanks for subscribing. If you hadn't subscribed, please do. And I will be back tomorrow. I'll probably live stream tomorrow while I'm fishing. So if you hit the notification bell when I go live tomorrow, if I live stream while we're fishing, you'll get to see us and see how we do out there when we're live. Some live fishing for redfish. But all right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching.